Good morning, everybody, and welcome to. Good morning, and welcome to a review of the Children of the Shiunji family. Now, sorry, a little dried out here. Hold on. Okay, so today's episode. Good morning, and again, we're covering episode 6 of the Children of the Shiunji family. Now, this episode yesterday that finally got a chance to watch. Didn't get a chance to do a review on it, but I will get this out the way because I gotta go to work. Sorry about that. I gotta go to work. See, this is why I can't do other shows that I said I was gonna do, but because of this, it's too much. But this episode 6 review, is gonna cover a character that everybody has, maybe their third, fourth, or maybe their least favorite girl, Minami. Now, here's the thing. Notice I'm wearing a green shirt because this episode is dedicated to Minami. Now, Minami is part of the the Shiunji family. She's the energetic muscle of the group. She is fraternal twins to Shion, the other boy. Minami is fun, energetic girl that you want to hang out with. She is the tomboy of the five. You know, tomboys do need some loving. And I said it once and I'll say it again. Tomboys do need to be in a ship. I feel like tomboys don't get a lot of recognition because they look at tomboys and they see to themselves they can't get the guy. You know, it's hard to look at tomboys and say, oh my God, they're friends, but they can't be like the girlfriend. Like they could be friends, but not the girlfriends. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at, and you go back to all the tomboys. Like for me, Tomo-chan. Go back to Tomo-chan as a girl. Tomo-chan is my top 3. She's in my top 3 greatest tomboys in anime, and she got the guy. You know, it just goes to show you that tomboys like Tomo can get the guy. So this arc is dedicated to Minami, and Minami's going through a lot. I respect her as a character. I respect her. If you had to ask me, where would I put her as the best out of all the 5? Where do I put her at? Look, I got Kotono, the shyness of the girl. I got her at number 1. Benri is 2. Now, I understand people want to put Benri as 1 because she's so freaking hot. I get that. But for me, Kotono is 1, Benri is 2. Minami, I'm going to put her maybe 3 or 4 sometimes. 3 or 4. I mean, it sometimes switches for me. But we'll go here and there. Now, last week was a shot fire by Kotono. Best girl, by the way. She shot fire at all 4 of them, letting her know, I want to marry Arata. When she said that last week, you know damn well the gloves comes off, the shirts come off. I'm declaring war on all 4 of you are my rivals. That's the start of the waifu wars. That is the start, in my eyes, in my opinion, the start of the shipping wars. And like this episode, we're gonna go right into the bullet with Minami. So without further ado, let's get right to the review. Also, I'm wearing green because Minami's green, so we're not wearing a green shirt. See? Okay, so Minami is, like I said, the athletic of the group, the muscle of the group, the energetic girl, you know. And she plays tennis. That's her sport. As athletic as she is, she loves tennis. Now, ever since Kotono's actions last week, saying she in love with Arata, want to marry him, that kind of like in her head. So she's somewhat losing focus in her tennis matches, but she's still winning. I mean, she pretends to be, she pushed that out the way and still be friendly with everybody else. But she's doing this for her senpai. And you gotta give respect to her as a player. You gotta give respect. She's playing tennis for her senpai. And I do, and I know we off the track here, but I do like the reference they did when they bring up Federer. Now, Roger Federer, I don't know if you know the guy, but he's really famous tennis player, like for real. I mean, I like what they're doing in this show. They bring in references to this show. I mean, references. And we're going to see a lot more references. For those of you who don't know Roger Federer, go look it up. Now, now, back to what I'm saying. But again, this was all dedicated to Senpai. She's making him win and go to nationals, win the championship for Senpai 6, so Senpai don't have to move away and all that stuff. She's doing it for her. And in the process of training, Minami gets injured. She injures her leg. I mean, she injured her, I think it was her right side, her right ankle or right leg. It was one of those, I think it was her ankle. Yeah, it was her right ankle. And she don't want to admit that she gets hurt, but she's hiding the injury just to continue playing. You gotta give respect for that. You gotta give respect for that. I mean, she is playing with a bad ankle just for them to win. And you know, again, the whole loving Arata is still there in her head. She's trying to push that away, but she can't really focus on that. Her focus is on, like, it's so much things in her head as an athlete like herself. She's trying to stay focused. That's maintaining the establishment. But it got even worse when she tried to get on the bus. She stopped and Rose is like, it getting worse. Now Arata wants to train Minami in some ways, and plus we got some fan service shots. He got a little closer. Katana getting a little closer to Arata than ever. After what had happened last week, she's getting a little closer. Now, I want to talk about Benri for a bit. You know what? I can't hate Benri for what she did. I mean, everybody want to see that fan service shot of Benri in her wake up morning outfit. I mean, that's going to be a figure real soon. The fact that she wakes up in the morning and just literally just going down Arata's shirt like that. Like, can you imagine if Benri did that to you first thing in the morning? Think about that. If Benri was to do that to you first thing in the morning, I'm pretty sure the first reaction you do is kiss Benri, or I'm pretty sure the first thing you do is get it on, which I think 9 times out of 10 who watched this show had a thought in their mind doing that same thing. Like, I had for real. I'm pretty sure everyone thought that. Wait, why did I jump back? Why did I jump forward to this one? Anyway, going back to what I'm saying. Oh, and then we got a moment with Kotano trying to figure out what's going on with Minami and Arata training, you know. Kotano is very shy, but she wants to know what really going on behind closed doors, because she's worried that if Minami, Benri, Oka, Ashira, or anybody makes a move on her, it's going to be crazy. Now, ever since Kotano made that announcement last week telling everybody, you are my rivals, I want to marry Arata, all 4 of them started to think about their choices now. Think about, like, their life choices. Thinking about, like, do they really love Arata? And that's because of this that Minami is not only training, she badly injured. You gotta give mad respect for her, but that love part with Arata is just lingering in her head though. That is the big thing that's going on in her mind. Yeah, she's playing tennis. Yeah, she won some matches and then going to the finals or whatnot. But the reality is, not because of her ankle, it's because of the love part. It's just lingering over her head like a halo. She can't let that go. Now, like I said, the next morning with Benri's fan service action, everyone's looking for Minami. She is gone. She left her tennis shoes and she walked out. She literally walked. Now we don't know where she's at. Now, I don't want to spoil anything from the series. Let me just make this perfectly clear. I don't want to spoil anything from the show because of the fact that you're going to like what you're about to see next week's episode. I'm not going to spoil this. But this, overall though, this episode was really good. I mean, this was the start of Minami's arc. And every episode of the Shiunji family, we're going to get an arc after arc after arc for all 5 of these girls. And Minami, given the start that we have right now, the energetic one of the group, she's now feeling love for Arata as we speak. And there's more to come later in the episode. But again, this episode just showed you just how toughness, just how you gotta respect Minami in many ways, more than one. With her tennis skills, fighting through with her ankle injury and moving on, you gotta give mad respect for her. Really do. So thank you for watching my review of the Children of the Shiunji family. I look forward for next week's episode as we speak. Also, I'm getting a comment saying about destroying anime, all that stuff. They banning anime. Please don't ban anime. Anime is life. Anime makes you get into conversations, and anime is a way to make friends, make frenemies, and so on. So whatever you guys doing out there, to all y'all out there, we're gonna make anime great again by talking about anime. That's life. Anime is life. Deal with it. Thank you for watching.